Hold on, little buddy.
Come on, guys. Come on, let's go.
Man.
Let's go.
Keep it up, I'm gonna push you down these stairs.
Angus.
Come on, watch out, watch out. I got a man in a chair.
All right, everybody, come on. Break it up. Let's go.
Hey there guys, how's it going? For those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Jesus Quesadilla, and welcome to Let's Play Grand Theft Auto 4, The Lost and Damned. Thanks for deciding to check out the video today here guys, I hope that you'll enjoy what we have in store. Welcome to yet another one of my Grand Theft Auto Let's Plays. For those of you who've been following me for a while now, welcome back. I hope that you'll enjoy this brand new series. But if you're not as familiar with me, welcome guys. My name's Jesus Quesadilla. I do Let's Plays of various video games, and one of my favorite video game series happens to be Grand Theft Auto. And I've been working my way over the last year or two on this Let's Play channel, doing basically all of the Grand Theft Auto games. And so far, that's included Vice City and Vice City Stories, Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and so there's very few left for me to actually tackle, and I decided that instead of playing Grand Theft Auto 4, what I'm going to do is play one of my favorite DLCs for the game, Grand Theft Auto 4 The Lost and Damned. I'll be playing the PC version of the game included on episodes from Liberty City. It was a bundle pack that also included The Ballad of Gay Tony, another Grand Theft Auto 4 DLC, which it's kind of cool. You can play it independently of the main game, so even if you never purchase Grand Theft Auto 4, you can still play these little add-on contents for it, which is pretty nice of Rockstar to do. So yeah, I'll be playing this off of Steam, and, you know, as I do with most of my PC games. But right now we're being treated to a very nice opening cutscene that's going to show off all of the members of the Lost Gang. A gang of bikers here in Liberty City who Nico Bellic in the main game, Grand Theft Auto 4, had some interaction with, but not too much. Here we get to see their story fleshed out a little bit more as we play as the Vice President, Johnny Klebitz. And so the reason I chose to do this DLC as opposed to playing the main game or playing The Ballad of Gay Tony is just really personal preference. To tell the truth, I'm not a big fan of Grand Theft Auto 4. I found that Nico Bellic's story wasn't as interesting to me as some of the other main protagonists, and getting the chance to play in a motorcycle gang is just far more appealing to me, so that's why I basically decided to do this one. I think it's going to be a lot more fun, and I'm going to be a lot more excited to do it, so yeah.
Yes, sir.
It means that if you continue down that same path, you'll be locked up and calling some cellmate daddy within a month.
Well,
Yes,
that's a
sir.
graphic image.
If I had it my way, we wouldn't waste our time. You'd be inside already.
Mr. Gray has made great progress. His share on willfulness was one of the most powerful things I've ever heard. I believe in this man.
Yeah, I've seen the light. I just want to put my past all behind me. I know the killing's wrong now.
Works in mysterious ways.
In this case, seems God is downright perverse. But I'll
Please, if there's a god in the GTA universe, he seriously needs to get his act together because this shit is cray-cray.
Excuse me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, look what you did now. Now Morgan Freeman's all angry.
Remember, it's a disease.
I know, Chad. I know. It's a disease. Meetings every day. Call you if I feel the need to use. Pray. I pray. In fact, I'm praying right now.
I'm praying for a bottle of
Was
tequila.
very willful, Chad. Was very willful. I've changed. And you know what, Chad? You changed me.
Chad, you're a
Sean,
miracle
get the
worker.
fuck out of here.
Hey, stay in touch.
Yeah, fuck you, Chad.
Yo. Here you go.
Thanks. I really don't know how to say this, but I put on a little bit of weight while I was in there. Oh, it's kind of a tight fit. Oh, let me just suck in my gut here. Oh, maybe I should do a couple weeks on Jenny Craig. God, I want a jacket like that.
Sweet home.
Billy Gray, the president. Alright, so this is our crew. Let's get rolling. So yeah, Billy Gray's been forced into rehab for a while for some crimes he committed, and so the Lost has been without their chapter president for quite some time, but now that he is finally released, and he's out on probation, we can finally take him back to the clubhouse and be reunited. Oh, reunited and it feels so good. Reunited and we understood. But yeah, I really dig the whole theme of The Lost and Damned just because I like motorcycle gangs and that whole kind of atmosphere, I guess. One of my favorite shows to watch on TV a while ago was definitely Sons of Anarchy. I mean, I still enjoy watching it from time to time, catching some reruns and all that good stuff. And actually, there's a lot of really cool game mechanics that are exclusive to The Lost and Damned that make it a lot more appealing in my mind. Thing is, and I gotta be honest here, guys, out of all the 3D Grand Theft Autos, I would actually say that the original Grand Theft Auto 4, or well, the base game for it with Nico Bellic, that's probably my least favorite Grand Theft Auto. And it's not a terrible game. I've actually talked about this in my other Let's Play, so you probably already know my opinion on it if you've seen any of those. But I don't think it's a terrible game, it's just, it lacks the feeling of a Grand Theft Auto. It wasn't nearly as fun for me. You know, I'd say it was maybe a solid 7 out of 10, but Lost and Damned definitely fixed a lot of what I thought was wrong with it, so this game's a lot better in my opinion.
So, aching for a fucking drink here?
I'd like a Shirley Temple on the rocks,
Boys?
and maybe a ginger ale chaser. I gotta tell you, Johnny, you're my best friend in this world, man. I love you like a brother.
So, Johnny boy, where's my bike?
Ooh, about that.
Where it is?
Let me rephrase the question. Where the fuck is my bike, and where the fuck haven't you got it back for me?
Because you know where it is.
Are you deaf? Give me that whiskey. Are you fucking deaf?
No.
Then answer the goddamn question. Why the fuck haven't you got it back for me, friend brother?
And right out of the gate, shit's getting real.
Like I told you when you were in there. Or were you so busy playing holier than thou, you started believing your own bullshit?
Oh, forgive me. You know, I've had a complicated few weeks.
I got real wasted the other night. Went to bed and woke up the next morning next to a dude named Melvin. Don't really want to talk about it.
Amnesia. What business is more important, Mr. 1980s yuppie big shot, than your best friend's bike when he's close to getting a 15-year stretch?
The business that pays his lawyer's fees. The
Oh, you need a lawyer?
business
Why
food
not
on all our
Rosenberg?
tables. The business that we are all in while you're out pretending to be saved.
Get my bike!
What am I, your fucking dog?
I told you you should have gotten back.
Shut up, Meg.
You told me you don't tell me shit, you little fuck! Listen, Billy. They were pissed, and they had a reason. Your bike chopped that girl's leg off. You put Joe John's nephew in a coma.
And you put their fucking cat in the microwave. What's wrong with you, man?
You needed some balls. Some fucking heart. Something. Can't believe I'm hearing this shit.
And I can't believe I'm hearing this. After everything we did for you. Paid your rehab. Paid your lawyer's fees.
Hell, we even
paid
bought
your
you
rent,
hookers.
Paid everything. Shit, we set stuff up for you. We do well, man, but it's time to be smart.
You're right, you're right. No, you're right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna run right out and buy a condo, get a mortgage, 401k, and then fold that over into an IRA and a CD.
That actually sounds like a pretty good life plan.
Fuck, man. Be smart. You be smart, you fucking chump. You're ridiculous. Have you got a health care plan? Come on.
Well, yeah, I'm on Kaiser Permanente, but what does that have to do with anything?
It always is. It's called leadership. Shit meaning something.
Yeah, and your shit means a lot, man. Come on.
Johnny.
Yeah?
Wait, come here.
Come sit on Daddy's lap.
Listen, man. I'm a little pin up right now. You saw that shit I had to go through, right? It was really frustrating. Fucked up shit. Craziness, right? Okay, so I'm a little pissed off and I've been a bit of a prick lately. But come on, man.
Without my bike, I'm nothing.
Angus built that bike for me? That's gotta stand for something.
Yeah, you're right, brother. I'm gonna go get it. And you know what? Peace and prosperity be damned.
Peace and prosperity be damned, my brother. You are my brother, Johnny. Always.
Booyah, motherfucker.
Let's go!
Alright, after a seriously awesome pep rally, let's go steal that shit back. Okay, the game's actually going to go into much more detail later on about this than I will. But I think right off the bat I should just go ahead and explain one of the main selling points of The Lost and Damned. And that is that when you go around in the world, or when you're doing missions at least, you have a full gang at your disposal. So basically the entire Lost crew will follow you around. Now it won't always be the main characters in the chapter. Sometimes they'll just be random Lost members, because even though we've only been introduced to a handful of people, the Lost Motorcycle Club is actually made up of dozens and dozens of bikers. So anytime you go out to do a mission, you'll have like a full cavalry of guys following behind you, riding in formation as a biker gang. And it's a whole lot of fun to control. It comes with a lot of really neat benefits. Well, the first and foremost being that you always have a crew with you, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, it's definitely a whole experience altogether compared to the standard base game for Grand Theft Auto 4. I mean, it does still have basically the same gameplay. It's literally the same gameplay. It's just that you have some of these tweaks, like the addition of having the biker gang being able to follow you and stuff like that. Johnny Klebitz also, because he is a biker, is able to handle motorcycles a lot better than Niko Bellic. Conversely, if you get into a regular vehicle, like just a standard car or truck or whatever, I think that he does perform a little bit less as efficiently as Niko does. His turning and his handling isn't quite as good. But that being said, you will be spending most, if not all of your time on a motorcycle anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, in case you guys didn't catch the story there, basically the gist of it is that since Billy's been locked up for whatever shit he did, they're kind of a little bit vague about it right now, and I won't really spoil anything in advance. But he did get incarcerated for a while. He ended up being forced to go into rehab. And so whatever shenanigans he was getting into before with a rival gang basically led to his chopper being taken away, because it was either give the rival gang his chopper or it probably started an all-out gang warfare. The other major gang in this game, or biker gang at least, are the Angels, who we'll be interacting with a lot during this Let's Play. They're going to be our main competition, I guess. Also, since this is DLC for the main game, Grand Theft Auto 4, there's actually a lot of interwoven story elements, so if you haven't already played Grand Theft Auto 4, there are going to be a couple things that might go over your head. There are going to be some characters that reoccur that you won't know about, and so them making cameos won't really make much of a difference to you. We will actually run into Niko Bellic at certain points during the story. Likewise, in the original, in Grand Theft Auto 4, Niko Bellic ran into Johnny Klebitz a handful of times, although we didn't know that he was going to end up becoming a protagonist later on. So he doesn't really have a major role in the original game, and conversely, Niko doesn't have that major role in this game in particular. But it's kind of cool, so if you have played Grand Theft Auto 4, then you'll get some of the cool little references here and there. But otherwise, besides missing a few references, you can still definitely get this game and enjoy it even if you haven't played Grand Theft Auto 4. In fact, I would almost go so far as to say that you might enjoy it more if you don't play Grand Theft Auto 4, because playing through Grand Theft Auto 4, at least for me, was a total chore, and I have no plans to Let's Play that game in the future. I really don't want to play that game again, ever. It just didn't live up to the hype.
Hey, where's the bike? Oh, it's good to see you too, tough guys. What bike are you talking about exactly?
The bike in my pants. What bike do you think I'm talking about, dipshit?
Bike? Jesus, man. It's been a long time.
I know it has, hasn't it?
Dead. What's he wanted for? To sell for crack, right?
Actually wants to sell it for hookers, but that's besides the point.
You know how it is. Things passed hands. Parts been changed up. Hard to say if that chopper's even around anymore. Sorry, boys.
You will be, my friend. You will be.
Hey, good to see you, Bill. Man, I thought you was dead.
Jim, start up the bike.
Whoa, hold on. Wait.
Fucking love this.
No.
Oh man, this is brutal.
No.
Where is my bike?
Speak, you ugly fuck. Okay, listen. The Angels of Death took it to that place in Northwood.
What the fucking Angels of Death?
Thank you.
Should have just started with that.
Thank you.
Oh god, I forgot he did that. Fuck, Billy, that was brutal. Damn, I gotta give you props for that one. Okay, actually I just noticed something that's kind of funny to me. So the other gang is called the Angels of Death, and maybe this is just me, but doesn't Billy kind of look like a really fat old James Hetfield? I mean James Hetfield is getting up there in years, but I mean, seriously, can't you picture Billy being what James Hetfield will look like in another, I don't know, 10, 15 years? And I guess that's just a little bit funny to me because, the Angels of Death, there's actually a Megadeth song called Angel of Death, and anyone who's familiar with Megadeth and Metallica knows that there's always been this really heated rivalry. Although, I think that very recently they have begun to patch things up. They went on tour together for a little while, the Big Four tour, along with Anthrax and Testament, I think? I think those were the four. Or I'm sorry, not Testament, it was Anthrax and Slayer. Yeah. But point being, there used to be a lot of bad blood between James Hetfield and the frontman of Metallica, Dave Mustaine. Dave Mustaine, as anyone who knows Metallica already knows this, but Dave Mustaine used to be in Metallica and he got kicked out of it, and he branched off and made his own band, Megadeth. So it's just kind of one of those weird things. I don't think that the developers had that intentionally in mind. I don't think that they were trying to recreate James Hetfield as Billy or anything like that. And I'm sure that the Angel of Death thing is just purely a coincidence that they happen to be named that. But it's one of those kind of cool little coincidences that I latched onto and that I was thinking about. But we should be coming up on them any second here. And actually, this is another one of the things I like about Lost and Damned, is that we don't fuck around. We get right into the heavy gun action right away. Okay, we gotta go into this guns blazing. Luckily, we have a sawn-off shotgun here. Yeah, because the developers, Rockstar, assume that you've played Grand Theft Auto 4 before you play this game, they don't bother with tutorials on how to play or anything like that. So, there is quite a bit of a learning curve if you haven't played Grand Theft Auto 4. I mean, seriously, look at this. They really throw you into an intense gunfight right at the start of the game. And, actually, it's very easy to die here if you're not careful, which, oh god, my health is really low. That might just happen to me right now. But, yeah, Grand Theft Auto 4, one thing I did like about the game was the cover system. I think that the shooting combat in general works a lot better than in the other Grand Theft Auto games, so I will give it that. There were a lot of things about Grand Theft Auto 4 that I just didn't like, but they did get the shooting right. I'll give them that. But yeah, so that's another reason why I picked to do Lost and Damned instead of Grand Theft Auto 4, because if I had done Grand Theft Auto 4, we would have been doing a bunch of these really lame tutorial missions where they kind of like show the game to us and how the things work in it. With Lost and Damned, there's none of that bullcrap. You just get right into killing dudes, which is what I want to do, so... Alright, we got a couple more stragglers to pick off here. Let's see if we can weave in between gunshots here and get over to them. This broken down old car missing its doors really isn't going to provide me much cover, unfortunately. But looks like we're just down to one guy left over there. Alright, we're good to go. Alright, cool, so we got the bike back. Hey guys, wait up for me, what gives? Let me get on my bike. Don't tell me you assholes were just going to leave me behind, jeez.
We're right behind you.
Okay, so now that Billy is back, of course he's going to head the pack. So now we have to follow him in formation. And this is another one of the kind of really cool things in this game. When you ride correctly in formation, you'll actually receive health benefits. In a second here, a little logo should actually appear on the ground. Let me wait a second before... it should really happen. Oh, there it is. And if you stay hovered over that logo in your correct position in the biker formation, it'll actually heal damage to you and repair your motorcycle, which, after that really intense gunfight we just got into, I could really use. So that'll happen sporadically as we drive around. Also, wow, we're a really terrible motorcycle gang. We can't even stay in formation. But so yeah, the game definitely does reward you for riding together in your pack. I mean, you could just race ahead and beat everybody else there back to the clubhouse, probably, but then you'd be missing out on all these bonuses and the dialogue and stuff like that. So overall, the game does a really good job of incentivizing you to play as a pack with your AI-controlled partners. One thing I would have liked to have seen was, and I know this is kind of a little bit unrealistic at the time, but to be able to do, like, 4-person multiplayer as a pack in a motorcycle game would have been just ultimately badass. I really hope that one day we can have a game that's kind of like that. I am actually really excited. I saw the video for the Grand Theft Auto 5 multiplayer, GTA Online. That looks sick as all hell. I cannot wait for that game to come out. And also, for everyone wondering, I'm still getting some questions about this. I've answered this a couple times in other videos, but let me just go ahead on the record and answer it again. I will be doing a Let's Play of Grand Theft Auto 5 when it comes out. However, I won't be able to do it exactly like the day it comes out, because the release day for Grand Theft Auto 5 is actually the same day that I'm going on the plane to move to Seattle. So there'll be about a week delay before I can actually get videos posted again while that's happening. Again, this is going to be later in September when Grand Theft Auto 5 actually comes out. So I won't have to worry about that for about a month. But basically the gist of what I'm trying to get at is that I will be doing a Let's Play of Grand Theft Auto 5. It'll just take a little bit for me to get around to it because I'll be in the process of moving when the game releases. That all having been said, though, that's actually another reason why I picked this game. It is significantly shorter than Grand Theft Auto 4, so I'm sure I can probably beat this game, or at least come close to beating it, in the time before Grand Theft Auto 5 comes out, so that the two Let's Plays don't overlap or anything like that.
I don't care Kill who you gotta kill, but get it out of your system. And when you do, give me a call and we'll get back to business.
You're not my P.O., brother.
You're
Remember
right,
who the
Morgan
head of this
Freeman's your
temper
P.O.
is?
I do, man. Trust me.
Tell me, do you still have Ashley's phone number?
Ashley who? Ashley Tisdale?
Give her a call.
Ashley
forthwith.
Simpson?
Tell her I'm inside getting all sorts of fucked up, and that I would really like. I mean, we, meaning all of us, would love some whole.
Ew, you're gonna share her? Just pass her around like community property? That's gross. Oh god, who would even want Billy's sloppy seconds? That's disgusting. I wouldn't even touch a girl that had been with that Santa Claus James Hetfield looking motherfucker. But okay, anyway, we're here. Oh my goodness. Well now, I have arrived. This is my kingdom. Alright, so yeah, anyway, ignoring the stripper as best as we can. Really, game? Just gotta shove her ass right in our faces? Okay, whatever. Basically, we're getting a little tour of the gang clubhouse, so we can come here anytime we're not doing a mission, and hang out with our fellow gang members, people here in our biker crew. And we can do a whole bunch of fun little side diversions like arm wrestling and stuff like that. I think we can also play some high-low, it looks like. Oh no! Little Joe! Why? He was so young and so robust. Okay, everyone, pour one out for Little Joe. Seriously, though, I probably would have killed that guy, too. He looked goofy as all fuck. Yeah, we can come here and save our game, etc., etc. Basically, this is our main hub of operations where all the cool shit goes down. Apparently you can also watch latest shows on TV. Don't know why you'd want to do that. Actually, that was something that was kind of cool in Grand Theft Auto 4. They had fully animated Cat Williams, I think, and Ricky Gervais. Yeah, the stand-up comedians Cat Williams and Ricky Gervais. I think it was the two of them. And so sometimes when you sat down to watch the TV, you'd actually get to see little comedy segments of them, which is pretty cool. Also, yeah, this is Johnny's chopper. Get to the chopper. Wrong kind of chopper. But yeah, so it's unique. There's only one like it, but it'll always be accessible here at the clubhouse, so no worries. We got a whole mess of bikes, actually, that we can choose from, so that's pretty cool. Basically, the biker club has everything we could ever want. The 3 B's of life. Bikers, booze, and bitches. And guns, I guess. The 3 B's and the 1 G. So yeah, immediately, instead of in Grand Theft Auto 4 how Nico Bellic had to work up his contact list to the point where he could access all this kind of stuff, with Johnny, we start out immediately already having all these contacts at our disposal, already having access to all these different things, so we can really jump right into things and not have to pussyfoot around. And, oh yeah, also every time your gang successfully completes a mission and they return alive at the end of the mission, they gain some experience, which, you know, it's kind of cool. I mean, it doesn't really matter because the game's so short that it never really comes into play in a significant way, but it's there. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to be enough for the intro episode. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Once again, my name is Jesus Quesadilla. If you've not already subscribed to me, please feel free to do so, and that way you can stay updated anytime I update this series or post any other videos to my channel. Along with doing Saints Row 4, these will be my 2 main Let's Plays for the channel, so they'll be receiving the most frequent updates. So that'll definitely be very cool. Oh, wait, let's take this phone call, I guess.
Same old bullshit, Johnny. Can you come and meet me on Aspidin over in Acta?
All right, brother. I'll be there.
Alright, sorry, I forgot about that.
Don't believe it. Oh, F me.
What you say about me, bitch? Did I hear you talking about my mama? What you say about my mama, girl? But, anyway, back to where I was doing, right, ending off the episode. So, thank you guys once again for checking this video out. Hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. It's been a whole lot of fun. But until next time, this is Jesus Quesadilla signing out and wishing you well. Peace! Actually, no, you know what? Screw that. Peace and prosperity be damned, my brothers. Hold on, I want to see what this guy's doing. I think he's going to try and walk around me, but... Hey, you son of a bitch, you can't litter here! What you think you're doing, motherfucker? Knocking over my garbage can? Nah, fuck that! That's what you get for messing with the Lost, bitch. Let's see someone try to do that again. Roadhouse.